be here in next month. You're gonna have your preseason games, your regular. I know the preseason. I know some of y'all don't care about it. It's only 3 games. The Hall of Fame game is gonna be the Chargers and the Chicago Bears. That's the Hall of Fame game. Every year, every year, I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. First 2 games of the NFL season that's gonna start up September 4th, 8 o'clock. You're gonna have the Philadelphia Eagles kicking off with the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, listen to me. I don't like neither team. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Eagles. Okay? I don't like the Cowboys. I don't, and I don't, and I don't like the Eagles either. That game is going to start. That's September 4th. That's at 8 o'clock. So if you guys got to go, whatever you got to do, grocery shopping, food shopping, go get your hair, go get your hair cut early, whatever. Because I know if you got to order food, make sure you go to the store early. I know some of y'all going to want to leave work. It's going to be a whole bunch of traffic that week, blah, 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 blah. Listen to me. I want you football fans, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want you to keep that same energy that you have now by being I never seen so many I never seen so many Philadelphia Eagles fans just pop out the woodwork. Like they just pop out. I know Dallas fans been talking trash. Eagles fans has been talking trash. Kyle, Miami Dolphins fans, at 32 teams, the Chiefs fans, we got our behinds whipped in the Super Bowl 59. It don't feel good, okay? But we had to take it as a lesson, and the ownership group had to take it as a lesson and move on from it. You hear all the trash talk from the media guys. Oh, the Chiefs are dead. Oh, they this. Oh, they that. Oh, they this. Oh, they that. Let me tell you something. I remember doing some history, looking at the Dallas Cowboys. I remember when they beat the Miami Dolphins in the Super Bowl in 1971. And the Dolphins came into camp in 1972, peed off, and they won 19 games straight, and they went to the Super Bowl, and they won it. They was ticked off. Patrick Mahomes said, "I have sat back, I have heard everything what people had to say." Big Ben has said Patrick Mahomes, he would rather take Aaron Rodgers in his prime over Patrick Mahomes in his prime. The 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 Kansas City Chiefs are getting so much hate since they lost Super Bowl 59. Everybody act like it's the end of the world. The Patriots have lost Super Bowls. They lost to the New York Giants twice. They lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. They even lost a playoff game to the New York Jets a couple years ago when to the Jets. That don't mean that their team fell off. Okay? I want all fan bases to keep that same energy. Okay, I'm saying this, I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. I don't like the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't like them at all. But what makes me mad about football is the fans. If I know I had to catch myself, okay? These men are human beings. They're gonna make mistakes on the football field. Patrick Mahomes might not see that guy wide open on the left because you saw it because you're not in the heat of the battle. He got like 33 guys coming at him, 11 guys. Let me tell you something. I've got to stick to these principles myself. I'm a football fan. I love it. I hate when they drop the ball. I hate when they make mistakes. They are totally human beings. They're going to make mistakes. The Chiefs are so caught up about week 2. They're not thinking about week 1 playing against the Chargers. They are so focused on week 2 against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are like, okay, we're gonna play the Dallas Cowboys week 1. They are focused and locked on playing their opponent. The Chiefs are so focused on playing the Eagles week 2 that they are forgetting they have a week 1 opponent in Brazil against the Chargers. Now, if the Eagles come out and they beat the Dallas Cowboys real bad, guess what's going to happen? Everybody in Vegas, listen to me. Everybody in Vegas, the the Eagles win the first game against the Dallas Cowboys. Say it's 30, the Eagles 34, the Cowboys 12. They go in Vegas. They are going to take their money week 2 on Fox 29 at 4:30 p.m. They are going to take their money and they're going to put it on the Philadelphia Eagles. And you know what Vegas and the house is going to do? They are going to take the Eagles' money, bam, and then because that's all the Chiefs are talking about. Everybody came into camp early. Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes, everybody came on the Chiefs came in early because they said they wanted to get that disgusting taste out of their mouth. Okay? But the way you have to handle this situation is play good football, watch more tape. Taylor Swift has cut every all her all her tour dates. Um, she put them on hold for right now till after this football season is over. That's just a rumor. That's a speculation. But I don't want to hear if the Eagles are struggling, are winning games by 1 or 2 or 3. I don't want to hear nobody. Why are they struggling to these teams? They should have beat them by 15. They should have beat them by 12. They should have beat this one by no. When you're on the end, listen to me. Look at me and listen to me. When you the NFL champion, everybody is going to come at you differently. Everybody is going to want to give you their best and play you the best. I don't care if it's a bad team like the Cleveland Browns. Everybody's going to give you their best football. They're going to pull out their wide receivers is going to play excellent. Their defense is going to be focused. Because you know why? Because they are playing the Super Bowl champions. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Dallas is not going to come out and play the same. Dallas is going to come out and they're going to try to play their best football. The Eagles are going to try to come out and score and keep their fans and morale up. Guess what? When you're a road team, sometimes you already know when you coming on the road, you the visitor. You're the visitor. They putting up their Super Bowl banner. They fans are celebrating. Sometimes it's better to be the visitor than to be the person that is opening the season at home because guess what? That team that won the Super Bowl had all the expectations on them, and their crowd is ready to erupt. And you already said, "Well, we're here, and it's no really you want to win, but there's no really no pressure on you to win. There's no pressure. The home team has the most pressure on them to win the game to keep because if you're the visiting team and you scored a touchdown. Instead of the team, the other fans get loud and support. Well, they are loud on defense, but as soon as you get a score, you get a touchdown. It seems like the air just go out of the fans until the offense come out, and then they get a couple first downs or they get a touchdown. Then the crowd goes off again because it's called, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, it's called momentum. Now, I remember that's why everybody, a couple of years ago, when my team, the Kansas City Chiefs, opened the season, you know what happened to us? We lost to the Detroit Lions. We lost to the Detroit Lions by 1 point because Chris Jones held out. Then we had the Philadelphia Eagles started hot. They was 8-0. Then it was 9. Then they fell to fell to 10-1. Then they hit a losing streak. Then the Chiefs was started off 7-3. Then they hit a losing streak. They had the most drops in the NFL that year. The most drops. And God's the holy God of heaven. I don't know how they won the Super Bowl that year. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes went on the road, beat the Buffalo Bills, went on the road, had a playoff game at home, beat the Miami Dolphins, went on the road, beat Buffalo, went to and beat the Ravens on the road, was an underdog. Look, went to beat San Francisco. I think, to me personally, I think the Chiefs play better when they are the underdog, when nobody believes in them, when they are smoking down and beaten down and abused. I, if I was Andy Reid, I would tell my team, what we got to lose? Nobody believes in us anymore. We the underdogs. I would do the same thing that the New England Patriots did. I will come, make them go back, make them wear the mask, have that underdog mentality, telling them that these fans, some of these football critics. Let me tell you something. Patrick Mahomes had a bad year, 2 bad years. He had a bad year last year with Rice, bum wide receiver. Hopkins, we rented from the Tennessee Titans. Um, Rasheed Rice going out. Hollywood Brown being injured, trying to replace a left tackle. Bench Morrison took another guy, put him on that side. Humphreys on that side. He got beat. He got beat. We take Tooney that used to play that's supposed to be a left guard and made him a tackle. Okay? And then we switch in our center and put in another center, Patrick Mahomes under a center. He don't have his best weapons. And some way they found to make the Super Bowl last year. And y'all rejoicing over beating a defeated, uncompleted team. Uncompleted team, left tackle, replacement. I heard Shannon Sharp. My Chiefs did not do nothing in that draft. But he took a carousel team because she had Travis Kelsey, Hopkins, Juju Schuster, and he took that team to the Super Bowl. So imagine if Patrick Mahomes would have took that team and they would have won Super Bowl 59 with a bad offensive line, no good wide receivers. What what y'all would have said if he would have won Super Bowl 59? The Chiefs was running on fumes and they just ran into a better team than in the Philadelphia Eagles. But I want y'all Philadelphia Eagles fans to remember, y'all was talking about, remember what they did to us. Remember they wearing this shirt with no sacks. No, baby boys, y'all need to remember Super Bowl 57. Y'all won. We won Super Bowl 57. Y'all won Super Bowl 59. It's tied, 1-1. Somebody got to break the tie. Head to head, the Eagles have won 6 times. The Chiefs have won 6 times. So somebody got to break the head. I I'm going to say this. I think the Chiefs are going to. They might go 11 and some people say 13-4. They got the Buffalo Bills by 15-2. They got the Dolphins 10-6. The Dolphins just lost they best corner to Pittsburgh. We see what the I see what the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing. They're trying to maximize and get all these good defensive players on their defense. They are trying to copy what the Philadelphia Eagles have done this year. The Chiefs, I seen it myself. They went out. They said, "Okay, let's get a good tackle. Let's get a new pass rush." They went out and drafted Justin Simmons for the left side of the line. They went out and signed a left tackle. If they didn't if they would have won Super Bowl 59, I don't think the Chiefs would have made no adjustments. They would have said, I don't think we need Josh Simmons. I don't think they would have made the adjustments that they need to make. Now, two, two things, no, 5 things I want you to, we lost. Y'all say, oh, y'all got buried. Let me tell you something. The worst Super Bowl, that's the second worst Super Bowl in Kansas City history that they played. But the Super Bowl that they got dominant was when they played Tampa Bay in Super Bowl 55. And they lost 31-9. Now that was unbearable. And when they lost the AFC Championship game in 2018 when D Ford stepped off sides. Okay? We lost that. But like Tom Brady told Pat, he didn't win the Super Bowl in his first year. But let me tell you something. Tom Brady has been a mentor to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes have been out with his family, relaxed, been on vacation. He hears what everybody say. He hears what everybody say. I don't understand why Terry Bradshaw got so much hate for him. Troy Aikman got so much hate for him. Joe Montana had so much hate for this young man. Because you know why? When y'all talk about Tom Brady, he's the unicorn. Okay. But some of the stuff that Patrick Mahomes did did before the age of 29. If you go look at Tom Brady's record, he won Super Bowls, but not early in his career. He got one Super Bowls later at 30, 31, 32. That's when he got his 6. But Patrick Mahomes is not even 30 yet, and he got 3 Super Bowls. and y'all criticize this man's record. Patrick Mahomes is 3-2. He only lost two Super Bowls, Super Bowl 55 and Super Bowl 59. And y'all said, oh, he's over the head. Oh, he's done. That means he passed. Eli got two Super Bowls. He passed him, and he passed Peyton Manning. So imagine, and Patrick Mahomes wins his fourth Super Bowl this year. He's going to be tied with Tom Brady. No, not but sorry, Tom Brady got 7. He's going to be tied with Joe Montana. He's going to be tied with Terry Bradshaw. Okay, he's gonna be in that group with Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana. With 4, if they win this this year, this year, this year, I'm telling you, they need to win this year so he can have 4, get his 4th. And if he gets tied with Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw, what is racist Terry Bradshaw going to say then? Oh, he's tied with me. Yeah. What is Joe Montana going to say? Oh, he's tied with me. So, okay, say he wins his 4th. Then he's tied with Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw. And then he wins his 5th. What are y'all going to say? Oh my goodness, Patrick Mahomes, he just passed Tom. No, he just passed he passed Terry Bradshaw and Joe Montana. He got spot. Then y'all gonna start. Well, Brady got three losses in the Super Bowl, and Patrick Mahomes only got 2. I don't want to hear y'all. I don't want y'all. I don't want y'all to say anything. If Patrick Mahomes, if Patrick Mahomes gets his 4th this year, I'm gonna pray that he get his 4th this year, and he gets his 5. If he want to get 6, that's fine with me. But I'm telling you, I when I listen to you sports people talk sometimes, I it reminds me of a chapter in the Bible where this man was mad with David, and he was cursing David, and Joab wanted to go back and kill him, but David said, no, don't go and kill him. Was going to ride back and kill him. And David said, no, let it be a blessing. But the wife, in the scripture, says the wife went and begged King David not to kill her husband. And when he found out this news, he choked on his food and died. But my point is, a lot of times people can try to put curses on you, and God, I'm saying it right now, use it for a blessing for the Kansas City Chiefs. Use it as a blessing to bless them to win the Super Bowl this year. Because guess what? I'm looking at this situation. God is still in control. I knocked over. I'm going to admit, yes, I knocked over some stuff because I don't mind the Eagles. I don't mind. I like some of their players, but I don't like their fan base. But I had to get over. I'm over it. But this year, we so focused on. But I'm like, y'all so busy talking about, y'all remember, y'all got to go to Brazil. Y'all going to be the away team. Y'all not the home team. And then y'all got to, then they so busy like, yeah, the Eagles did this to us. Yeah, you got your butt kicked. Move on. Take the loss like Rock said. Take the loss like a man and move on. Don't talk about it. Move on. So that's what I really gotta say, y'all. I want y'all Eagles fans to have that same energy. The same energy y'all take to go on TikTok, YouTube, and put up, this is embarrassing. Yeah, we had some of the bad embarrassment moments, but y'all forget the Chiefs won Super Bowl 54, Super Bowl 57, Super Bowl 58, and if you wanted Super Bowl 4, they won Super Bowl 54, Super Bowl 57, Super Bowl 58. This team is a dynasty. They are dynasty. And if they would have won Super Bowl 59, that would have been a Patrick Mahomes' fourth Super Bowl and a fifth of their franchise. And guess who they would have been tied with? San Francisco 49ers. But San Francisco 49ers, this is what made me laugh the other day. Now, I remember Super Bowl 58, all the Eagles fans. I want the Kansas City Chiefs to beat San Francisco. And congratulations, y'all was on our top when we beat San Francisco. But when your team got this, we hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, dynasties. Let me tell you something. The Patriots lost 3 Super Bowls. Okay, they still a dynasty. They're not the same anymore, but they became a dynasty. And a lot of people said we know the world going and the Eagles got 2 Super Bowls. I said, tell me about it. And I know y'all Eagles fans, but we got a Super Bowl in 1960. That was a World Championship game. The Super Bowl the Super Bowl was made in 1967. The Chiefs played in the first Super Bowl against the Green Bay Packers and lost. They was World Championship games, and the league was still a little bit segregated back then until they made the AFL, and the AFL had the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Detroit Lions. And then when they merged the leagues, listen to this. The Lions said, okay, we want to play on Thanksgiving Day. Then the Cowboys heard that and said, no, we want to play on Thanksgiving Day. So the deal did not get done until the Lions agreed to play on Thanksgiving Day, and then the Cowboys agreed, and then they merged the league. They merged the league. The Chiefs was the first AFC representation to go to the Super Bowl and play against the Green Bay Packers. Okay? Then they lost their Super Bowl. Len Dawson said he told the coach he didn't think that the Chiefs were that good to go up against the Green Bay Packers. But Super Bowl 4, they went and they beat the Minnesota Vikings. So, I'm just saying, Philadelphia Eagles fans, we know the Cowboys every year is their year. But I want y'all to keep that same energy. Same energy. Because September preseason is coming. I don't want y'all to say, "Oh my God, we lost all that preseason, round three seed." I don't care. The Chiefs can lose. I remember one year the Chiefs won all their preseason games, and they started off hot, and that's when they went. It started looked like it's go. I don't care if they win all their preseason games. I don't. You know we play Chicago. You know we play Seattle. I'm surprised, and we play the Packers in preseason. So it is what it is, y'all. I want y'all to have. I will be on here this year. I will give you. I'm gonna make sure I get on here. I'm gonna give you the stats. I'm gonna have my other phone ready. I'm gonna give you how many passing yards, and I'm gonna have to find out on each. Maybe I just get on here one couple of times and do the Chicago Bears. Give you how many touchdowns this person threw, how many touchdowns this one, how many interceptions, how many receiving yards, and how many receiving yards this team have. So y'all gonna have to be patient with me. But I'm just came on here to say I good or bad. If your team wins, have the same energy. If your team loses, have the same energy. That's all I want. But I know how Eagles fans are. You won't see them at 3 or 4 days if their team lose. You won't see them. All right, y'all. I'm out. The same energy y'all have, I want y'all to have that next year. Keep that same energy. Bye for now.